Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to make this 20-minute crochet headband, and once you get the hang of it and you get really good at it, I bet you could do it in 15 minutes. Also, down below in the description box, I will have a link to my blog, melaniekham.com, and for the post that I do on this headband, I'll have a downloadable file for the instructions in case you want to download it and print it out in PDF format. That's all over there, and you can sign up for my newsletter while you're over there so that I can fill you in on the exciting things coming up this fall. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you like this video, share it with your crochet friends, and let's get going. I'm going to show you how to make this headband. Alright guys, let's get started. We are going to begin with a slip knot. So here's how you make a slip knot. You're going to insert your hook in that loop and then tighten it up with that loose end. And then we are going to begin by chaining. Now you can see the description box below. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, chain 4, chain 5. Okay, that's it. Only chain 5, and then 2 chains from our hook. So 1, 2 chains, and we're going to insert a double crochet in this chain. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops. So we're going to be doing double crochet on this project, and like I said, you can see the description box below. And that's going to have a ton of information down there if you are having any trouble or you have any questions. So be sure to check that first. 2 loops, remaining 2 loops. So now we're going to do our final double crochet here in this first chain. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, first 2 loops on your hook, remaining 2 loops. Now you can see kind of what we've done here. And we have that turning chain. And then we have 1, 2, 3 double crochet. So now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2, we're going to turn our work, and then we're going to double crochet right here in this first stitch. Yarn over, insert, double crochet. You're going to get really good at double crochet. If you are a beginner, if this is your first project, you can do this project, but I will have some other like really beginner videos linked below if you need that. Now we're going to finish this row. This is all real time. I'm not going to speed anything up here. See this remaining stitch right there is where you're going to want to put that final stitch. Double crochet, and then we're going to do the same thing. So okay, so here we have our turning chain right there, and then we have 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Chain 2, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And we're going to continue this up until you reach your desired size. It's going to be about 22 inches. I'll have some more photos on that, and I'll have some more details, but you want to just continue going along. That's why this is going to be so quick, is because this is a nice thick yarn, a large hook, and the thing that I recommend, here's that stitch right here, just to give you a good idea of what it looks like. The yarn choice that I recommend for this is something that has some wool in it, something that has a little bit more body. The ones that have a lot of acrylic in them, they are just a little bit silkier and they don't hold their shape as well, and those will work fine. You can definitely use that, but I have found that for this tutorial, I liked the result for either 100% wool or a wool blend chunky yarn. So anything that you find that's a size 6, a real chunky yarn, is going to be a really good option for this project. Now I am using a size P hook for right here. This white hook is a size P, and you can just use any hook that goes along with the yarn that you have chosen. This is highly customizable, tons of ways that you can modify it, so that's why I love these kind of projects. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to have your 3 double crochet and then your turning chain. You're just going to continue going along until you hit about 22 inches. Don't worry so much about that because this is adjustable. So you just want to get roughly 22 inches and just sit down, get comfortable, but this will go real quick if you've got a real thick yarn. It will take you a little bit longer if you use a thinner yarn, which you totally can do. You can use really whatever size yarn you want. I like the chunky yarn, I like the result of that, and I like how quick it goes. So if you use a chunky yarn like this and a big hook, you'll be able to do this in 15 to 20 minutes. My mom actually got me this yarn. She found it on sale in a local shop where she was shopping in Virginia, and she sent it to me. It's 100% wool, and I actually really love the way that it turned out using this wool. So here we go. We're going to do one more pass here. We did our chain 2, double crochet in this first stitch here, and then double crochet. Did you get the hang of the double crochet yet? So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, finishing that up. And this is how that last stitch looks here. So remember, 3 double crochets in your turning chain. Now we're going to slip stitch. So you can see here, you can insert your hook, with just a few strands and do a slip stitch, or you can insert your hook around the entire stitch. It's sort of up to you. You're going to see here how it's looking. Insert your hook, pull through that loop, and then pull through the loop on your hook. Don't worry, I'm going to show you again. Sorry, it was a cloudy day, so it was a little hard with the lighting here. So we're going to pull through that loop, pull through the loop on your hook. So let's try that again. We're going to insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, and then take that loop that we pulled through and pull it through the loop that was on our hook. This is a basic slip stitch. You have done this before if you've made probably any project. And so we're just going to go down along the sides and the bottom of this headband, and it's going to create this kind of like braided edge. Oh, look, the clouds went away. So that is how it's looking. Here is on the corner. We want to put 2 slip stitches in the corner just to get a nice smooth rounded edge going down. And this is all that there is to it. So insert your hook, yarn over, and then pull that through the loop on your hook, and continue that going all the way around. It just kind of creates a finished edge rather than it being the raw edge of just our stitching. So you can kind of just see, I really like the way that that looks. I think it just kind of makes a more finishing touch, and I kind of like that it looks like a braid. So we're going to continue going all the way around, and like I said, you can just put it through a few strands of the yarn if you would like. If you're using a real thick yarn, then that might be a better idea so that it gets really close to the edge. But you can kind of play around with it and just see the result that you are looking for. All right, so here we go. We're finishing up, going around our edge, and then we're going to tie it off and add our button. So you can see how easy this is. Now here's our last slip stitch. And then what we're going to do is trim the yarn, leave a nice good tail for adding our button. Leave a nice long tail, you can see here. And then you are just going to yarn over and pull through that loop. Pull it all the way through, give it a good tug, and that will tie it off. Now what we're going to do is, here's our entire headband. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that long tail and we are going to add a button. So here is a button that I made on my sample when I was figuring this pattern out. And we need a yarn needle. So there's a couple different ones. I'm going to use my metal one just to make sure I can get it all through the eyes of those buttons. So we're going to thread our yarn needle, pull that through, and then we're going to add our button. So the braided edge is going to be the front, right? So we need to bring our yarn up through the back, and you can travel along the back of your yarn. You can see here, you can just insert it here so that it's nice and secure and it's woven in so that it will be hidden. So we've done that. And then we're going to bring our yarn and our needle up through the back into one of those buttonholes. You can see, pull through, and then attach your button. There's a lot of different buttons, but you want a large button, but not so large that you can't get it through those double crochet stitches, but then you want them to be secure when you do have the stitches around that button. So you'll kind of see what I mean here. But a large button is going to be what you want unless you're using a finer yarn, and then you'll have to adjust. So here we have our button attached, and then what we're going to do is weave in the ends. This is how you weave in the ends to finish off a crochet project, and we're going to do this to secure our button and also kind of like tie off this end. So weave it through, go back and forth, and make sure it's very secure before you trim your edge. Make sure you kind of go back and forth, and it's, be confident that it's secure, and then you can trim it off, and then you're done. So here, we also need to do the tail from the beginning of our project, so don't forget about that. Now this took me 32 minutes with filming, with doing things slowly so you can see why this would definitely take you about 20 minutes. And here are some of the details from the exact yarn that I used in case you want to find something similar. All those details again will be in the description box below the video. And here is a sample that I made so you can kind of just see how easy it is to be adjustable, and it's good to go. You can see here some of the samples that I made with different types of yarn and different colors. So I hope that this inspires you to make some fun and easy and quick headbands for this fall. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, what did you think of this project? I hope that you found it easy to follow. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you make any of these, please share pictures with me on social media. You can tag me on Instagram at Melanie K. Ham or share photos on my Facebook page. I love to see what you guys are doing. Also, as another modification, if you guys want to add a flower to your headband, like this one, I'm going to have the video. I'll link it right here. If you want to add the flower, it's totally optional. You don't have to. You can just do the button and the plain headband. If you want to add the flower, I will have that linked right here. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.